Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and Pokemon fans of the world, MegaCrashers here. Well, actually, rather than it being MegaCrasher the character, I come at you guys as the man behind the character MegaCrasher, known as Corey. Just your average 25-year-old person that loves Pokemon, loves working out, loves mixed martial arts, loves YouTube, and most of all, loves inspiring and entertaining all of you, because you guys give me the inspiration and the support that keeps me going, that keeps me motivated to do what I do for you guys, and hopefully do best. You know what I mean? Now, this video, you could say, is sort of like an impromptu, dressed-down video, which is a series that I do occasionally on here, where you take away all the gimmicks, all the theatrics, and all the acting, and I give you the video as my real-life self. And I say the things that need to be said for the said topics in the video. And this video right here, I feel like it is very long overdue. And hopefully this video will be somewhat of the last time that I need to make a video like this, because I have made previous posts and mentions in videos about who I am in real life versus who the character MegaCrasher is. I still feel like that it is rather misconstrued, who is really who in the video. So I hopefully will do the best I can to explain all that out in this video. And I do apologize if this is going to be a little bit of a ranty video. It's going to be in raw and uncut video because I'm pretty much just going to be speaking off the cuff. You know what I mean? So to begin with, I'll tell you guys who I am. My name is Corey. I am 25 years old. I am Canadian. I still live at home with my mother, and the reason for that, a lot of it has to do with financial issues. Despite the fact that I have been working as a healthcare officer for security over the last 4.5 years, there is a lot of bills that I have to pay, and for the most part, I cannot afford to move out on my own. A lot of it has to do with the fact that I pay out my student loan, which is a few $100s a month. I pay gym memberships. I pay car loans. My car's also in the shop, which is also going to run me a pretty penny. And I also pay other bills, too. And also another reason why I stay home is to help out my mother, who is a full-time mother for my 12-year-old baby sister, who is of special needs. And that way, if my mom ever runs into trouble and she needs help or whatever, I'm there. So you know what? That's what family's for. And I know that there's going to be a lot of people that would judge a person who still lives at home, but I don't care, because it's like I live at home for the right reasons. It's to take care of family, and I say I'm doing pretty well for myself. You know what I mean? I got my own job, got my own car, even though it's in the shop right now, still have my own car, and I pay my own bills and all that stuff, so I'd say that I'm doing pretty good for myself. Not to mention, I am active daily here on YouTube for more specifically this channel and this community. Now, I have always had a big passion for entertaining people. And for the longest time, I have always wanted to get myself out there. Whether it be in WWE, because I have a big passion for WWE. I would love to be a WWE superstar and to turn my YouTube persona into something that is larger than life, so to speak. But you know what? That's a little bit far away for me. You know what I mean? I can't picture myself being in the WWE like anytime soon, but you know what? Then again, never say never. I have been passionate about YouTube since being first introduced to it in 2007. Not really doing anything much except for watching content and, commenting or whatever. I never really expected for me to be a content creator, especially because of the fact that it didn't really dawn on me that I could do that when I was still back in high school, dealing with my own issues. I've struggled with Asperger's syndrome since the age of 4. And for those of you guys that don't know what Asperger's is, it is a condition that is on the autism spectrum. And for something that seems, kind of simple to explain or whatever, it's actually a lot harder to explain. So my best recommendation for you guys would be to look it up on Google and kind of research it yourself. Because it's not really something that you could understand in just a few sentences or whatever. I've been educated with that pretty much my entire life. I've had it jammed down my throat. But, I've come to accept for the longest time who I am, and I've also outgrown, for the most part, my Asperger's syndrome, while I still have a couple of quirks that coincide with the symptoms of Asperger's syndrome. I'd like to think I overcome the majority of it. Now, since I was 16 years old, I have been working out, and I would work out like an animal. Like, I was a 120-pound skinny kid, and I had no form on me. I had no muscle, no nothing. And I was being picked on a lot, throughout high school, and even to the point where I was driven to, wanting to commit suicide. And there was a few times that I've contemplated the ultimate choice: do or do not. And there was also times where I would pretty much cry myself to sleep, knowing that I felt like that I had no hope for myself, especially given the fact that I felt like I was a freak, okay? I was being told that, you are ugly, you're not going to amount to anything in your life, you're never going to get a girlfriend, stuff like that. And I took all that stuff to heart. But you want to know something? It's like, looking back at all that stuff, those people are trolls. Just the difference is, rather than being on the internet, they're in real life. But see, here's the thing. You have the choice to ignore them and to laugh it off. And, to this day, I laugh off pretty much anything that people throw at me in a negative light. It's like, okay, you know what? That's cool. That is fucking cool. I laugh in your face. What are you going to do about it? Because you're not getting the reaction that you want. Instead, you're being embarrassed. And I knew that, with the whole YouTube thing, I knew that I was going to be signing up for drama. I knew that no matter how casual and how clean of a perspective that I've had on this whole YouTube thing, I knew that I was still going to be open up to scrutiny and to harassment. That's just a given. Anybody and everybody that is on the internet is equal game, is on an equal playing field where everybody and anybody is not exempt from criticism and harassment. But what makes and breaks people on the internet is how you deal with it. Now, at first, when I had been attacked on here, that was around the time where we had our 1K subscribers celebration, I kind of didn't know how to take it, because this was the first time that I was really attacked. And not just that, but attacked over a moment that was supposed to be special. And yeah, it made me sad. It made me kind of upset, but not to the point where I wanted to burst out crying and whatnot. That video that I followed up in, and where I broke down crying, was more or less tears of joy because of the amount of support and love that all of you guys have shown me in this community. All that stuff is very humbling, and that's stuff that money, nothing can buy that sort of thing. It is irreplaceable. It is something that is priceless. You cannot put a price on that. Can't put a price on happiness, friendship, support, all that stuff. And this is sort of transitioning into the next thing I kind of want to talk about, is the actual character MegaCrasher. Now, MegaCrasher, as I have stated before, time and time again, is a character. I reiterate, is a character. What MegaCrasher is, it is more or less an over-exaggerated, over-embellished version of my real-life self, with some things added on to the character that is not who I am in real life, such as a character that has anger issues, that throws shit around, breaks stuff, suplexes chairs, and rips clothes off. If I was actually like that in real life, I either wouldn't have a job, I would be locked up, and for every single time I got upset at work, I would be going through hundreds of uniform shirts. And I don't think the company would be too happy about that. You know what I mean? So this whole MegaCrasher thing, it is a character that is of a 25-year-old person that is a hyped-up bodybuilder who is trying so hard to be a Pokemon master, and whenever he fails or whenever something happens that MegaCrasher doesn't like, he overreacts and flips out. You guys are familiar with Boogie2988, right? You guys are familiar with his character, Francis, who is the raging nerd that destroys stuff and speaks in a completely different voice. And then you have the character behind that, known as Stephen Williams, aka Boogie2988, who is a seemingly completely normal, insane individual. And that's, sort of the perspective that I have here. That's sort of the the idea that I have for MegaCrasher. MegaCrasher is something that I have been working on for a few years through different YouTube accounts that haven't exactly gotten the push and the amount of success that I desired. Whether it be because my upload schedule wasn't consistent, whether because my videos weren't getting enough views or whatever. If you guys were, if I take you guys back to when I first made videos on YouTube, back when I had the channel The MegaCrasher 13X, if you guys were to take and see those videos versus the videos that you see right now, you would swear I was two completely different people if I had not have told you. You know what I mean? I lacked the confidence in my speaking abilities and my editing skills and all that stuff. But all in all, I still had a passion, and I have on and off been trying and experimenting on different channels to see how well those would grow. And part of the unsuccessfulness of those channels would be mostly because of inconsistency, lack of confidence, or if work would pop up and I would just have no time whatsoever to be making videos and all that stuff. So that's where MegaCrasher comes in. And at first, I just made videos as myself. I didn't really think about adding a character into it, but then the idea of implementing that character sort of came to be the more the channel grew. And it grew a lot faster than what I thought it would. You know what I mean? Before I knew it, I had 250 subscribers, I had 350, I had 500, 700, 1,000. When we hit 1,000, our channel was growing at a crazy rate. And I was just blown back. I was thinking, what the hell is going on here? It's like, what is this? And I was really excited. And when our channel hit 1,400 subscribers, I'm thinking, man, like, nothing can stop us. And then there was that time where it dropped down to 1,100. I'm thinking, what the fuck? You mean, I know that YouTube does their purges of dead accounts, but the fact that we had 300 subscriber counts just taken away from us, I'm just saying, what the hell is this? And I spoke to several of my friends about this, and after some investigating and careful considerations and thought processes, we have come to the conclusion that the channel was in fact subscriber botted. And I was very disappointed because that's not the way that I want to grow this channel and the community. And I'm thinking, okay, this isn't right here, man. Like, why was it botted? And that's the thing. It's like, I do not like bots. It's like, here, I want to do things the hard and the fair way. You know, I have never asked for handouts in my life. I've always believed in working for everything that you got. And that's the same way I feel about this. I want to work for everything that we have here on this channel and more. I want to work for everything that we're going to get on this channel. I don't just want to have it handed to me. You know what I mean? Like, that's just not the way I was raised. And when we came to the conclusion that the account was botted, I'm thinking, fuck, okay. We got to think of something here. And I knew that people wouldn't understand at first, but we had to make a new channel. We had to make a jump, mostly because of the fact that our channel, I felt, was botted, and also because I wanted a new start. And when that happened, you know, I didn't know what to expect. And the unexpected happened. I had so many people flock over from MegaCrasher to MegaCrasher. And since then, our channel has been growing so well. The communication, the community, everything new and improved, bigger and better than ever. And from there, I decided to pretty much right away implement the character MegaCrasher in some of my videos, such as my rage videos, where, as I said, MegaCrasher is a lunatic bodybuilder who has anger issues and destroys stuff, and does all that in hopefully a very comical purpose and a very comical way. Now, I know that there's some people that think that that's who I am in real life. Well, that's why there's this video. That's why I'm here to say I can assure you 210%. I am not like that in real life. I'm actually, you know, reasonable. I'm actually calm and professional, even though sometimes I get really hyper in real life. I mean, my coworkers can kind of attest to it. But I'm not a jackass that goes around destroying stuff. You know what I mean? So, I felt like that with the whole MegaCrasher gimmick, it was getting a lot of attention and a lot of views. But I had a lot of people at the same time that were saying that they would prefer if I did videos, in sort of a chill way, discussion videos, such as, say, if Smogon was to make a ban or a suspect test of, say, for example, we'll say they test Landorus Therian, okay? The MegaCrasher gimmick would rage about that and come up with reasons why it shouldn't be banned, and I would just be a savage. And my real-life self would make a video and discuss it. And I've demonstrated that before, such as when I made a discussion video between myself and Pawman in a collaboration video where we talked about Hoop Unbound, talked about the pros and the cons of Hoop Unbound being an OU. And that video turned out to be pretty damn awesome. It turned out very awesome. And I had a lot of positive feedback on it. So, with all that said, I do hope that this kind of clears up some things about who I am in real life versus who the character MegaCrasher is. I would certainly hope that everyone who sees this video will take that into consideration and will remember for future uploads. But I still feel like that probably in the future, every now and then, I'm going to have to remind people, especially the new people subscribed here to this community, I'm probably going to have to remind them that, hey, what you're seeing as MegaCrasher versus who I am in real life are two completely different things. Hence why I would put disclaimers in my Rage video saying this is a video where I'm in my MegaCrasher gimmick, my character, take it with a pinch of salt, whatever. Now, this kind of leads me to talk a little bit about something else here, and this actually involves the video that I made a couple of uploads ago, where I titled it "Taking the Trash Out of the Community" or something along those lines. I was in MegaCrasher mode, but at the same time, not so much. It's like I was pretty calm in that video for the most part, but then that's when a part of me came out that I normally don't show. It's like I'm generally not savage, but considering the circumstances and considering how many times you guys have come to my aid in this community, it's like, okay, I have had enough. I'm not just going to sit on my ass and watch this go down and have my subscribers and my friends take the brunt of it. I am going to stand the fuck up, stand solid like a T-Rex, roar out loud, and take these people on. And I did so in this video, and it was very well received. More well received than I thought it would. Of course, it had dislikes from the hater trolls, which doesn't surprise me. And you know what? I've also come to the realization and come to the understanding, as I have stated before, that these people that want to spam dislikes, it's like, one, you're giving me free views, okay? You're giving me free ratings. And the way that the YouTube algorithms work is that they take that as interactions, which means that every single time that you click that video, you dislike, spam it, whatever, guess what? You're only just going to put that video higher on the results of the YouTube search engine. So it's like, the way I see it, keep doing it. Keep doing exactly what you're doing. Because not only are you helping this the channel and the views and the ratings grow, but you're also bringing us closer and closer together. Not that we were ever far apart, but you are making this community more tightly knit than ever before, which means that you're essentially helping us. So the way I see it is, you know what? Keep going. Congratulations. You guys are actually doing something that I didn't think would be helpful, but is actually very helpful. So that's pretty much all I got to say about that. And I was savage in that video, and to be honest with you, I don't regret it. I'm usually never savage in videos that address serious topics, but here's the thing. It's like, I wanted to demonstrate another side of me that normally doesn't come out, but I wanted to show, what happens when you poke a caged bear. It's like, it's one thing to poke a caged bear when you're on the outside of the cage, but just imagine if you're locked into the cage and you're poking the same bear. You're going to get torn apart. And that's kind of what I was going for in this video. It's like, you guys have poked this bear, and now that you're locked in the same cage with me, you guys got torn up. So, there you go. And I know that they're going to keep coming back and keep dislike spamming and all that good stuff. It's like, you know what? It's all hunky-dory. It's like, I don't care. It's like, you're giving me free ratings, mate. That's the way it is. And you're also bringing the community a hell of a lot closer together than you intend. You think that doing all this stuff is just going to tear us apart. It's not. We are a community that is stronger than ever before, and we will not go down. We will not die. You know, we are the equivalent of, you can beat us down till we're bloody, blue in the face and all that stuff, and we're going to stand up, and we're going to look in your eyes, and we're going to smile, and we're going to say, is that all you got? Didn't feel a thing, bro. So that's really what all this is. It's like, it's all, you guys think it's all a game, but it's not. In fact, you guys are just making our jobs a hell of a lot easier to not only weed out the people that we don't need in our community, but also give us free ratings. So, thank you. And with that being said, that is going to conclude this dressed down video. With that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then make sure you fire off a like. Not really gonna go for a like goal around here, because when it comes to personal videos like this, I just do it for vlogs. I do it to, you know, really sit down and talk to you guys. Nothing too serious, but for the most part, you know, these are videos that you guys actually like. So, you know, if you like it, then make sure you give it a like. Comment if you wish. Actually, I encourage you, because I want to hear from you guys. I always do. So with that being said, my friends, that's going to conclude this video. So I do hope that you enjoy. Have yourselves a good night, evening, morning, wherever you may be. And I will see you guys next upload. I love you all. Take care of yourselves. Till next time.